With their irresistible charm, classic cars continue to captivate enthusiasts and onlookers alike. Even today, certain iconic models still command attention with their unmatched presence on the road. These legends not only represent their eras, but embody the artistry that remains relevant decades later. This is a video about classic cars that still turn heads and ignite passion, so without further ado, let's begin. Mercedes-Benz 300 SL Gullwing, 1954 to 1957. Is there a better way to start a list like this than with the Mercedes-Benz 300 SL and its iconic gullwing doors, which give that futuristic and dramatic presence? Clearly, the most legendary detail, this door design was also a practical solution to accommodate the high side dills of its lightweight tubular frame. But even without such doors, the 300 SL would still be one of the most gorgeous cars of its era, with its long hood, curved roofline, and graceful rear end. Prominent grille design and chrome accents are there too, creating a perfect balance of luxury and performance. Even today, 7 decades since its launch, it still turns heads with a look that is still fresh like it appeared yesterday. Clean and sculpted, its timeless design has some of the largest bases of admirers around. Not only that, the 300 SL's styling is so legendary that it inspired numerous other Mercedes models in the future, not to mention its cultural significance and the fact that it's one of the most sought-after classics around. Porsche 356 Speedster, 1954 to 1958. Classic cars become design icons for different reasons, and in the case of the Porsche 356 Speedster, it's mainly because of minimalism, elegant simplicity. Low curving profile with legendary fenders and smooth flowing lines made the 356 Speedster one of the essential classic designs of the era, not to mention that it predeceased probably the most iconic sports car of all time, the 911. The 356 Speedster is full of distinctive details. Starting from that low-cut windshield and its timeless charm is why it turns heads even today. Graceful curves and compact proportions work perfectly in combination with that sense of freedom and adventure that remains irresistible, making it one of the most cherished classic Porsches. Jaguar E-Type, 1961 to 1975. Long, flowing lines and sensuous curves made the old E-Type one of the most beautiful cars ever made. Elongated hood, rounded headlights, and low-slung profile epitomize the perfect blend of elegance and athleticism, while legendary details like the teardrop-shaped cabin and wire wheels cemented the E-Type's status as an automotive masterpiece, to the point that Enzo Ferrari reportedly called it the most beautiful car ever made. Today, its styling remains timeless and evokes the golden era of motoring. Of course, the E-Type's iconic styling influenced the future Jaguar's design. The E-Type's iconic styling influenced future Jaguar's design language, even with the latest models paying homage to its classic lines. Simply, there's no other Jaguar model that captures a sense of sophistication like this one, and if you ask us, it's alluring as it was 6 decades ago. Ferrari 250 GTO, 1962 to 1964. The 250 GTO is easily one of the greatest cars ever made, and besides flawless engineering and performance, that's also because of its gorgeous look. No car in history blended beauty and performance in such a way, so it doesn't surprise that this is one of the most sought-after collector's items around. A long sweeping hood, flowing curves, and low muscular stance create a look that's powerful and graceful at the same time, while the distinctive front-end design with those legendary headlights, subtle air intakes, and oval grille exudes a sense of speed and purpose. Of course, classic wire wheels are there too, along with 3 exhaust pipes responsible for one of the most wonderful engine notes of the era. Clearly, the 250 GTO stands out with timeless beauty, but unmatched rarity plays an important role too. Only 36 examples were made, so it's no surprise that auction prices easily reach tens of millions of dollars. No car design celebrates the automotive era when aesthetics and aerodynamics were seamlessly intertwined like this one does. Aston Martin DB5, 1963 to 1965. When we talk about classic cars that still turn heads, it's hard not to mention the legendary DB5, an epitome of British luxury and style with its sophisticated design and timeless elegance. Graceful curves, long hoods, and sleek lines can be found on so many cars, but as wonderfully packed as in the case of the DB5. Then there's the iconic front grille, elegant headlights, and those unforgettable taillights, all integral parts of this timeless masterpiece. Of course, we can't forget about the DB5's role in Goldfinger, which only cemented its cultural significance and made it resonate even more among car enthusiasts and collectors. The blend of beauty, performance, and impact in popular culture are clear reasons why the DB5 still turns heads and will continue to do so in decades to come. Shelby Cobra, 1965 to 1967. The Shelby Cobra is easily one of the most recognizable cars of all time, and its mix of raw power and beauty is so unique that we have no doubt this car will be turning heads pretty much until the end of time. Distinctive oval grille, muscular stance with oval grille and flared fenders create a dramatic presence on the road. Classic details like wire wheels and those legendary white stripes are there too, reflecting the car's nature that's all about performance. With its legendary status, backed with limited production numbers, it's no surprise that collectors are crazy about it as well. Simply, it's one of the most uniquely designed cars of all time, which, at the same time, perfectly showcases the curves and aggressive lines of the golden age of American muscle, an icon that exhilarates freedom that comes from driving one of the greatest sports cars of all time. Alfa Romeo 33 Stradale, 1967 to 1969. It's hard to believe that this stunning aerodynamic silhouette was introduced way back in 1967. Gracefully flowing lines with aggressive stances represent a stunning example of automotive artistry. Striking front end with an elongated nose, low-mounted grille, and legendary headlights, all complemented with sculpted fenders. The 33 Stradale evokes speed and elegance like nothing else, especially if you consider the car's mid-engine design. The Alfa Romeo 33 Stradale is a true masterpiece, not just of its era, but with a timeless design that, even today, captivates car enthusiasts with its beauty and rarity, considering that only 18 units were produced. This isn't a blend of performance and beauty. This car is a real artistry, a celebration of the passion and creativity that defines the brand's storied history, making it a true icon that transcends time. De Tomaso Pantera, 1971 to 1992. You know how they say that beauty is in the eye of the spectator? Well, in our eyes, the De Tomaso Pantera is not just an old car that still attracts attention, it's one of the best looking of its era, famous for its striking aesthetics. Bold, angular lines and a low-strung profile reflect Pantera's racing pedigree. Its distinctive wedge-shaped body, full of sharp edges and sculpted contours, provides a look that emphasizes speed and power. Of course, it's widespread and powerful, while its wide fenders, pop-up headlights, and rear engine layout contribute to its sporty appeal and perfectly reflect the era in which it was made. All in all, there's a classic sports car design, blended with a unique style, which, in combination with the car's rarity, make the Pantera a sought-after collector's item that perfectly reflects the golden era of supercars. Simply, this supercar has all it takes to stand as a testament to the artistry of automotive engineering as a true classic in the sports car universe. Aston Martin V8 Vantage, 1977 to 1989. Timeless elegance and British sports cars usually go together, but with the V8 Vantage, things elevated to the next level. Muscular stance with a long hood perfectly blends with graceful, curvy lines, providing a unique sense of power and sophistication that also captures the sense of British luxury. Bold grille, sleek headlights, and flared fenders. In some strange way, it looks like British engineers took the original Mustang as an inspiration and gave it a solid portion of British flair, making it look way more sophisticated, more elegant, and more exclusive. Timeless design combined with performance pedigree. These reasons are plenty enough for the status of one of the most sought-after models in Aston Martin's history. It represents a perfect example of the golden era of British motoring, combining not just beautiful aesthetics with powerful performance, but also because of the sense of heritage it carries. Lamborghini Diablo, 1990 to 2001. We don't know where the line between classics and modern classics is, but with the fact that it was originally introduced nearly 3.5 decades ago, we believe that the Diablo deserves a place on this list as it represents a perfect example of supercar design in the 90s. Simply, there aren't many cars that command attention and exude an aura of pure excitement as this one does. Bold, aerodynamic shape, full of sharp angles and sculpted curves, not only enhances the visual appeal but also optimizes performance on the road, with the Diablo standing as one of the best performers of its era. That combo of a unique design approach and roaring V12 engine ensures Diablo a cult status, an army of passionate followers who think of it as one of the most iconic Lambos ever designed. For the masses, it's much more than a head-turner because, even for those who know nothing about cars, it's clear that such a design ensures a place in the pantheon of automotive icons. What do you think of our list? We're pretty sure that numerous beauties are still missing, so make sure to let us know in the comments. We may come up with a sequel just to make things right. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.